Shadow. The first ghost video in this year's top 30 scary ghost videos comes from the popular paranormal channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Kent Burris is adamant that his house is haunted by multiple dark entities and has uploaded numerous videos of terrifying things he's caught on camera inside his home, many of which are quite compelling. In this particular video you're about to see, Kent and his son Michael conduct a paranormal investigation inside Kent's home. For the first part of the video, Kent and Michael record some very strange and sinister voices on their EVP device. However, what Kent captures the following day sent shivers down his spine.
The next day, the activity in the house turns into a nightmare. I'm in my office going over recordings. I hear really loud bang sounds and voices within the house. I grab the cell phone and hit record.
How can you tell when he's not used to doing voiceover?
You making noise?
When he's speaking over. Yeah, I heard that. I heard a loud bang. That could be anybody.
You making noise upstairs?
Fairly empty street.
Jesus!
Well, the thing is that I don't think he lives with anybody.
You making noise up here? Due to the activity, I quickly make up my bed and pick up the room. I'm still hearing voices in the room. Once again, I hit record. As I'm by the stairs, I hear a strange voice in the room. When I turn around to look, there appears to be a faint female apparition standing to the right of the window wearing a blue dress.
Have you noticed it's either blue, red, or white? Or black? That is blue. But the thing is there anything else that's blue in that cooler to make it do that?
I would need another shot.
This is what I refer to as a glitch apparition. Many times the camera will make a strange glitch. I have found this could be caused by the shutter speed, but then there are times strange anomalies appear within the glitch. These are screenshots I kept on file from recordings that showed some of these
On a regular
anomalies.
film camera, that would be just a crack in that frame, but
Or sometimes like something like that.
looks like a Muppet. The bug eyes and the beady nose.
It kind of reminds me of like an animal. It's just for me.
The day the house became active, I did a quick walkthrough recording. Once again, something appears in the recording, and this was not a glitch.
Looks like a TV's on.
He's trying to say there's a figure
there.
in the shadow. Yeah. I don't know. That could be anything.
That could be Matrix as well. But yeah, it could be happen to look like a thing.
Just find it.
I'm sound asleep. Obnoxious sounds coming from the TV wakes me up. I fell asleep watching Stargate SG-1 when the obnoxious sounds woke me up. I looked at the TV and didn't recognize the episode of SG-1. I've seen every episode more than once. I thought I heard Blood Witch. When I come to my senses, I noticed this was not SG-1, and I heard Blood Witch again. A few days prior, after going over the recordings when Michael was here, I recall Blood Witch was captured during the investigation.
This is your father's son. Right, listen up. The Blood Witches were waiting for us, so we've had to fall back. We're going to stay here and regroup until the Solarians come and use us to get in there. Just for a...
What the hell? What? What? But
The Blood Witches were waiting for us. The Blood Witches were waiting for us.
Kent hears loud bangs coming from an upstairs bedroom. Then as Kent pans the camera round, something can be seen standing by the window. Kent then shows footage of the day the activity started happening, and as he's panning the camera around the same room where the figure was seen by the window, a dark figure can be seen just standing there motionless in the corner of the room. Then later in the video, as Kent is relaxing in his bedroom watching TV, he begins to hear some rather disturbing disembodied voices coming from something we can't see. However, as he lies back down, something nudges his bed. He grabs his phone, hits record, and captures this on camera.
I turn the closet light on and record for a few minutes. EVPs were captured. The moment I shut the camera off, I lay back down when suddenly the bed is nudged. I look at the end of the bed. There stood a very clear shadow apparition. I slowly lift my cell phone up, hit record.
I don't know about that.
That looks like an overlay thing.
Yeah. Yeah, do not.
You're saying that you're so hardened and fascinated that you would rather watch that whilst at the end of your bed instead of freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
What would you be doing?
I'd be getting up, turning on the lights, and going all around that room.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even have time to record. It's just, you can't get.
But the thing is that this is really good. Well,
The moment it took
not
off, it
really
left
good.
a strange image on the
I'm
recording.
saying
The
that
kind
one
of after
is pretty
image
good.
that looks like a
Let's see if
camera.
right there. Like, if that was an actual shadow, it wouldn't have done that. Either that or he had a really crappy camera.
Crappy camera.
Like, if it was a really crappy kit, doesn't mean if this wasn't real. If it was a shitty camera,
Yeah, no. I
you
just,
could record it on a potato camera, Bigfoot, like that video, and that be the best evidence that you can ever get. So this looks like it was recorded on an old iPhone. No offense to iPhone users, but
Camera
Could
glitched.
have been recording with a crappy Samsung too. So.
oh, he paused it there anyway for me.
I now
If that
wonder
stayed
if
on
some
the
of
wall,
these camera
maybe.
glitches are the after images of apparitions moving so fast, the camera only picks up what looks like a glitch.
That looks cool.
Mr. Alien.
It just looks like shadows to me on that one.
Captured on Kent's phone camera, a mysterious dark shadowy figure can be seen standing
this
at
was
the end of
live,
his bed.
then
The dark
bravo.
shadowy figure appears to nudge the bed a few times
Congratulations, you won
before
the
it
Nobel Prize
rapidly
for ghosts.
vanishes out of sight. Kent's viewers were left stunned by this capture, with many claiming it to be the best footage of an
Every shadow
apparition
figure
ever
I've
caught
ever
on
seen
camera.
before,
But what do
it
you
slowly
think? Is
dissipates
Kent's home really
and starts
haunted by
dust.
ghostly apparitions as he claims? You tell me.
I don't know, but like I said, when I saw that little spoiler alert,
The next
That
ghost
was South
video comes
Pittsburgh
from the
Hospital.
YouTube channel for
the little boy at the end of the hallway right before you go and make that current turn into the cafeteria that he likes to go in, and I said, "What the hell is that?" And I took a picture. There's nothing at the end of that hallway.
Yeah, just to be clear, let me finish up real quick. It's just like, for me, when a shadow figure appears to you, either in darkness or in like somewhat dim settings, your eyes tend to adjust to that figure, and it just slowly dissipates. It kind of goes down, not sideways, left to right or up.
Oh,
It
I've
goes
seen it.
down.
I've seen it in all directions.
It's just
It does not discriminate on where.
for me that last image going like off
Yeah,
to the
just
side like that. It
shot
just-
off to the side. Yeah,
It felt so fake.
yeah, because people can still get that effect by just using a shadow in front of a light
Yeah.
with a piece of translucent string like fishing line and just pull really quick, and the shadow, it's an actual shadow that moves, but it's something else casting that shadow that does it.
Yeah.
Fourth wall. The fourth wall team received an email from a woman named Kyoto who requested their assistance to investigate her home
Just to be
after
clear,
strange
that's what
and
we're trying to
things
find.
that can't be explained started happening. Kyoto would find her possessions in different parts of the house from where she left them, and she would see shadow figures regularly. Apparently, the previous owner passed away
Is that why
15
most
years
old
ago at the property,
like,
and when
places
Kyoto moved in, she
Japan,
found a small black box
like,
inside
sell
one
them
of the
for dirt
closets,
cheap.
but never touched it out of a sign of respect. She now believes that this black box inside the closet is a bad omen and the cause for the terrifying activity inside her beloved home. Fourth Wall send their psychic investigator Meguro to Kyoto's house, and this is what he caught on camera.
Until somebody actually wants a haunted house.
これが
Are you kidding me? All the
欲しい
United
です。
States people that are going into like haunted buildings and stuff like that and said, like, oh, I'd love to have a house like this, blah, blah, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah, that's because you know it and you know what to expect more than normal, like a person.
Yeah, but half the time buildings like that just go condemned.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where over there,
That would-
everything is family, including the house that you grew up and lived in.
Yeah. First
So-
mistake right there.
Touching a box.
これが京子さんが言ってた箱だと思う。
Touch it.
And if you do put it back exactly the way you saw it and found it, and then say thank you for letting me touch it, and then just put it away.
Yeah.
Not as stupid as opening up a divot box. That one can be easy because one, well, ghosts can just poof like a genie out of existence and back into existence.
Yeah, but
Now
now
this one, there's two different things. Obviously, the original one I'm thinking is the actual, oh, it's haunted. But the actual part of me, the scientific part, that just looks like a black towel with a ball attached to it, strung up by one of those fishing lines, and then somebody just dropped it. So it just went down because I would have
Meguro
had the
opens
camera
the
straight
closet
to the
and
floor.
finds the black box inside. As he's
Like,
inspecting the
I wanna
black
know where
box,
that
he
sucker
senses
is.
something behind
If it
him.
went down,
Then,
I'm
when he
looking
turns
down.
around, a shadowy
Yeah, see?
figure
This
can be
thing
seen in the
doesn't-
darkness, just
doesn't
watching him
dissipate.
before it
It
vanishes
goes
out
left.
of sight. Meguro
that
sees
goes
it,
down.
but
You
when he
can
checks
see
the
the
room
hair
where
on
the
the
shadow
back
figure
of
was
the
just
hair.
seen, there's nobody around. So what do you think of
Right
this
there.
video? Is this a ghost caught on camera as Fourth Wall claim? You tell me.
It dissolves down.
The
it does that too,
entities.
but it does this.
This ghost video has
Like
been
I
shared
said,
before. However,
if I was on
it's
that
one
camera,
that
I'd
really
be
caught
wondering
my
where the-
attention. The video was uploaded in 2009 by YouTube user Adam Mawson. Over a
Just say
period of
Barbie
10
haunted
years,
house.
Adam claims to have filmed and
hilarious.
documented
Like a house
paranormal
for a
activity
theme
within
park
his
about
supposedly
Barbie.
haunted house, which began back in August 1992.
New haunted
Adam
house
never
in
believed in
Universal
ghosts or anything
Barbieheimer.
paranormal prior to moving into his house. But shortly after moving in,
picked
things
Barbie
that were
house
quote
after
quite
Oppenheimer
disturbing
dropped bomb on
started
it.
to happen. Adam set up a
Fallout
static
Barbie.
video camera in each room of the house. Adam would then vacate the property for 1 hour and leave the cameras running. And this is what he caught.
It's always easier just to say, oh, I left all the cameras running. No one's in the house. Someone running up the stairs? Like, that wouldn't really freak me out. I feel like stairs are stairs, dead or alive, you're gonna use them. Now, if you're crawling up on the fucking ceiling, someone's taking this. Could have been the This is from 1987.
Shadows. What are
Really think people back in 1987 knew how to transpose an overlay crop like that?
No, they can do it now. Just
Yeah.
take the camera. It's just mind junky, making it more spookier than it needs to be.
Actually, he's reviewing it just like we are. He doesn't touch it. He can actually get backlash for it.
sound of footsteps can be heard running up the stairs in Adam's property, but nobody can be seen. Then, on another camera, a mysterious, tall, dark, shadowy figure slowly takes form before disappearing out of sight. Adam claims that this footage, which was filmed in 1992, is 100% real, and many of the 285,000 viewers say that this is quite possibly the best ghost video ever captured. But what do you think? Is this a ghost caught on camera? You tell me. Haunted.
That type of money.
This next ghost video was captured back in 1989 by an independent videographer and paranormal investigator, Daniel Hobbit. The video is, quote, real ghost footage filmed inside a couple's haunted house. It's not the best quality, but I have done my best to enhance it for you. The story behind this capture was that the family were experiencing terrifying paranormal activity inside their home. Objects were thrown on their own, doors would slam shut by themselves, and the sounds of crying and voices could be heard coming from one of the upstairs rooms regularly. The couple refused to ever go in this particular room, but after hearing their story, videographer Daniel Hobbit becomes interested and decides to film inside the room that the family didn't dare to enter, and this is what he caught on camera.
November 1989. This mysterious black apparition was captured by videographer Daniel Hobbit.
You can't explain it, but you just know it's real.
Hobbit has spent many years trying to capture compelling evidence that ghosts are real. He shot this eerie video in the home of a very frightened couple, convinced they were living with a disturbed spirit or entity.
They were experiencing strange occurrences in their house. In particular, this one guest bedroom upstairs. Doors closing and pictures being thrown off the wall, and crying and voices coming from this particular room upstairs.
Despite the family's refusal to ever enter the room again, Hobbit braced himself and went in alone with his video camera. Once inside, Hobbit said he felt that some force was directing him to an antique picture on the wall. The picture was a present from the husband's dead mother.
I was not alone. A black, transparent, shadowy mass of some sorts,
Still,
of someone or something standing by the bed. I remember the look on the husband's face. He stands up and he's pointing at the television, shaking his head, going, "My God," he says, "that's exactly what I saw."
Hobbit even caught the apparition reflected in a mirror. This shot persuades many top researchers that we are witnessing a real ghost on tape.
There was a scene where Mr. Hobbit panned the camera to the right and caught a reflection of the image in the mirror in the room. If it's an artifact, it's not going to be reflecting in the mirror in the same angle as it would be as if it was actually there. So that rules out an artifact immediately. So then what is it? It's an unknown.
Tellingly, the frightened family who lived in this home moved out and never came back. And the man who shot this video not only believes he captured a ghost on tape, but that it also should be a textbook example for proof of the afterlife.
The researchers in this field has devoted the last 20 years of their life had never encountered anything like this before. It's very rare to see what they had termed as a black articulating mass. After it was analyzed, dissected, I guess what I concluded was that it was truly an important piece of video, that perhaps I was meant to have captured it for some reason or another, not knowing then why. Maybe in some small way with the mass interest that people have nowadays with ghosts. The Sixth Sense is a great example of the success of that movie. I think there's a curiosity that has sustained itself over the years when it comes to the supernatural, when it comes to the belief in ghosts. There are those who actually do believe but won't admit it. I think maybe in a small way, I'm hoping that maybe I've contributed.
Caught on camera inside the couple's haunted house by paranormal investigator Daniel Hobbit, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen quickly taking form in the corner of the room. But what makes this capture even more bizarre is that the shadowy figure can be seen clearly in the reflection of a mirror. But what do you think? Is this black mass something paranormal? You tell me.
But you got those people.
The Lurker.
oh look, ones that you don't like.
This creepy video comes from the urban exploration channel Hunting the Unknown, where he explores an abandoned and supposedly haunted nuns' convent that was used as a mental asylum back in the late 1800s. Apparently, the asylum is known to harbour extreme paranormal activity, and Alex ventures out to explore it alone, or so he thought.
That's the curse about being an audio and video engineer. You know how effects are made.
Yeah.
That right there was from, I believe that was from one of the Paranormal Activity movies. Hilarious, by the way, where everybody was screaming, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
One of those things where, oh, that's a good idea, and you just missed out. Missed opportunity.
So the key in this place is crazy, guys. So literally tonight I'm using a K2 meter and I got a spirit box, so I've got 2 ways to make communication. I didn't bring much with me tonight because I'm literally on my own.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like thriller or horror movies,
Right, spirits, you'd like to communicate.
the team or the cast
Is there anyone here?
should not be shown or told about the villain until they are written to see them.
You mean like what they did with It?
Yeah, it's so
They did get scared. Like,
Is that you? Can you make a noise to me?
just noises at the moment.
This place is creepy, man. Just spiking.
Like some of the equipment that we have, you cannot fake it. Like the meter like he has, we have one, and we can be standing in the middle of a room, none of the power on, no Wi-Fi, no nothing to interfere. It goes
Whoa.
up.
and you still gotta be diligent though.
Yeah, but still, when we were at the hospital, we asked it, hey, can you specifically make it orange? And it made it orange. Can you make
Next time
it
you don't want to communicate, can you flash the device to red for me, please?
Well, there is technically yellow, orangish, red, dark red, and purple.
What?
Depending which one you got.
What the
I don't think ours.
Have you noticed some graffiti in other countries? It's not like F you, F this, suck it. It's more like, hi. How are you?
No, I want somebody to go out there and
Or to
do
be like, yeah, like what they did there for those initials. It's
That's
like,
creepy,
okay,
man,
Jimmy
like-
was here, or whatever. I'm like, okay, good for you.
there's plenty of like, other country years that it's flags.
This is like graffiti in Canadian. What are you gonna just, sorry?
Fuck you, sorry.
Ooh.
That had to offend.
That
Alex
I was
investigates
actually-
haunted
I wasn't-
asylum
I'm not-
and
I
becomes
was half
spooked by strange
expecting
noises
something like
coming
that.
from somewhere in the shadows. However, as Alex is
walking,
wandering along one of the
turning
upstairs
corners,
corridors,
that's
a
why
dark
the
figure
camera
can be seen in the
sees something like
darkness,
that.
watching Alex as he walks by. At the
But
time of recording,
that
Alex didn't notice the
can also
dark figure,
be-
and it was only when his YouTube viewers commented about the strange figure did he realise what had been what.
What the hell's that thing hanging from the ceiling? It looks like it's just dangling. There's no wire.
That's a lampshade.
Why would there be a random lampshade in a hospital?
Well, it's one of those.
It has.
Like
They had
hanging
those bar
lights.
lights. It has those like fluorescent lights in there, though.
I don't know. You know
That's
that,
the thing.
that figure is probably levitating an empty bucket of pop. I don't know. But no, that looks like that.
No, it'd be the surprise bucket challenge that people put over buckets' heads in the middle of like Walmart and stuff like that, and putting one over your own
yeah,
head.
but just
That'd be
if you-
hilarious doing that to a ghost.
if you guys want to do stuff like this, having like a shadow figure in the hallway of one of the rooms or doorway or whatever, make sure you tell your best friend to pan over as soon as he leaves the room to give it more of that realism, as if the shadow was never there to begin with. Because that just seems like it's your best friend hanging out with like a blanket wrapped around him in a dark room.
I understand using the red light because you could see red,
Yeah.
and when you turn it off, your eyes adjust quicker. But it's one of those things where, or you could tell your friend, not tell your friend, and just have him record him shit himself.
What flavor is that?
Frozen bombsicle. It's C4, not sponsored.
I should say.
But if you want to,
Mm.
I like
Yeah.
this. Which one did you have? The mango foxtrot.
Mango Foxtrot. It's not bad. It's like better the second time.
Mm.
Watching him. So, did Alex capture something paranormal on camera? You tell me.
Like at that point, you
The
should
apparition.
lay back and then have.
Looks like we got to number 5.
This video comes from the Italian paranormal investigation channel Inquato TV, where they visit an old abandoned and supposedly haunted asylum late at night. The team enter the building through an open door and immediately begin feeling uneasy. They conduct their paranormal.
Go to these places.
Yeah, we don't condone people breaking and entering at any of these. All the ones that we're going to be doing, we either paid for or got permission to go to, or they're just plain free. For example, there's a lighthouse that's on, it was a state park that's open 24/7.
Yeah.
And anybody can go there. Sometimes you just have to let somebody know saying, hey, we're going to be recording over here. You can let the police station know saying, hey, we're doing a documentary or we're doing a ghost hunt, which does follow terms of documentary.
In short, don't go there without permission. And because it's one of two things. Either you're going to get in trouble or you're going to get hurt. That's like the only big reason.
Yeah, most of the places that we're going have been maintained.
Yeah.
Just like the South Pittsburgh Old Medical Hospital in Tennessee. We're also going to be going to like the North Carolina, the Battleship. That's also going to be under controlled environment. So it's one of those things where I'm not afraid of a ghost or a demon. I'm afraid of real people.
All right.
Investigation around the abandoned asylum, where nothing much really happens. However, it's around 11 minutes into the video, they capture this on camera.
Sono tipo dei tronchi. Sì, tronchi grandi.
That's because they're
tipo in cerchio. Come se qualcuno stesse facendo un rituale.
Ok, questo è stato.
I know that's a different country, but Americans would do that just to fuck with the next person that walks in.
Hey, look, ritual.
Yeah.
Non penso sia.
What is that?
Penso sia normale per tutte queste macerie.
That one is a little bit different. Kind of faded in.
The team enters one of the rooms of the abandoned asylum and come across 5 log stumps laid out in a circle, supposedly where satanic worshippers had sat on. Then, the team become startled by a loud sound which they suspect could have been caused by a quote, poltergeist. They decide to call it a day. However, what they didn't realize at the time of filming is that they managed to capture someone or something lurking in the darkness. The shadowy figure can be seen taking form in one of the downstairs rooms before vanishing into thin air. The shadowy figure is hard to make out, but if you look closely, there does indeed seem to be a figure. Quickly takes form before disappearing out of sight. At the time of recording, the team didn't notice it, and it was only when YouTube viewers mentioned it in the comments of this video did they realize what they had caught. So what do you think? Did Inquato TV capture a shadow figure on camera? You tell me. There's something down there.
And we're going to leave it off on this one for this episode. On the way back, we're going to be doing 24 to 30. And
24 from 30.
Well, yeah, 24 from 30. So we're doing 24 to 20 or 19, depending on how many we want to watch on the next one.
Yeah, 19.
But yeah, we'll see you on the next time, and peace out.
Peace.